So in 1977, you and Jim Ed won the CMA Award for Vocal Duo of the Year and Single of the Year and Album of the Year. And
I won for the Most Promising Female Vocalist. And we won, and then, of course, Billboard and CSAC and all those different Record World, the different charts, had their duo of the year, and we won all of those, too. We had a big year. And, and it was just from all of a sudden just such a whirlwind life that I was just gone on the road all the time. And then when you came in, instead of them allowing you to be with your family, they had to schedule interviews with different magazines and photo shoots, and they'd have you doing benefits and appearances with different people. So it was hard, and I talked to some aspiring singers and songwriters at the George Jones School of Music in September, and I said, don't ever let anybody tell you that you can have it all, because you can't. I said, when you travel all the time, nonstop, somebody suffers, because you can't be with your children for everything, or your spouse, and if you don't do the dates when you're hot, you're not going to be, because that's when you have to do them. And so it's there are compromises, and you have to and something suffers a little bit.
It's about a quarter till the hour here with Paul Joyce on 90.5 FM WPEA, talking with the great Helen Cornelius. Helen, thank you for being here again. And so I guess in 1981 came along, and you and Jim Ed parted ways for a while, and at least until 1988.
Yes.
For the
I went out on my own, and I immediately started opening for Conway Twitty, and I had my own band, and I toured with Conway for a year and a half, and then in 1984, I toured in the musical Annie Get Your Gun nationally, and then as soon as I finished that tour, then I began opening for the Statler Brothers, and I opened for them for 2 years. So I did a whole lot of with a lot of different people, and a lot of things, and then Jim Ed and I had a reunion tour in '88 with my band and his band together. We had 13 musicians on stage, so it was quite a show. And we did that. We did that in 1988, and then in '91, then I was down in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and I had a dinner theater, and there for 6 years, and I would take a date off occasionally, and Jim Ed and I would do a state fair or something, but I was basically in theaters from 91 on through 2003, and when I would have a week or two off, I was booked out on the road, and a lot of it was by myself, and some of it was with him, and then I got out of the theaters the early part of 2003, and I moved back to Nashville. So half of my work is kind of by myself, and half of the dates are he and I as a duet team. People can book us however they wish,
And if you'll be coming up here into the New England area anytime soon?
I don't have anything right now. There is up in the Shenandoah Valley. I think it's Wares Lake up there, I believe.
Okay.
In Pennsylvania, I believe. I think that's where it is. But they're doing a local television show that does go through several states, and they're wanting me to come and do that. But right this time, I don't have anything booked up that way.
Well,
so we'll have to work on that.
We will, and we hope you'll be up here sometime soon, because it's not too often we get a lot of the great legends up here in New England.
Well, I would love to, and I hope maybe they'll book Jim Ed and I together, and we can bring our entire show up, because when we work with together, and the band that actually has been with him all through the years, you know, and of course they know all of our music, and it's the best sound that we have, so, you know, we like to do that.
And you and Jim Ed also work a lot of package shows with Leroy and Gladys Van Dyke, too,
yes,
don't
we
you?
do.
Leroy was on the program a couple months ago, I guess it
yes,
was now.
I work a lot of them with them, and I'm working more of them this year than Jim Ed is. But they book Jim Ed and I a lot on these shows, and it's just great fun. We get to be out there with Gladys and Leroy, and Mo Bandy's on a lot of them, and Bobby Bear, and Jimmy Fortune, that used to be the Statler Brothers, and we just have so much fun together, and we love being together.
Well, Helen, I'd like to thank you so much again for appearing here on my radio show. It was a true honor to have you. Huge fan of your music. Really love it a lot, you and Jim Ed. And
well, Paul, thank you so much, and thank you for playing my music up there, and I'll look forward to seeing you back down here in Nashville, maybe at the E.T. Record Shop again, and hearing you sing.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. That would be great. I think we're coming down sometime in March. We usually try to make it down then, so hopefully we'll get a chance to visit. But
I hope so. And I want to say hello to all the folks up there in New England, and hope I get to come up that way and visit with them.
Well, I think we're going to play I Don't Want to Have to Marry You, of course, by you and Jim Ed. And actually, Jim Ed will be here on my program this coming Tuesday.
Great.
And so we're going to have back-to-back Helen Cornelius and Jim Ed Brown. And so here is your famous #1 song.